My father was a wonderful man who waited on me hand and foot when I was a child. Mother used to jokingly call him the slave. When I grew up, I expected to find a husband as loving and selfless like my father. Instead, I found Frank. I would always give Frank 30-minute back rubs, which he always asked for. He would never give me back rubs unless I begged, and then for only 30 seconds. One time, I broke both arms and they were put in cast. Despite this, I continued with Frank's back rubs. The doctor warned me that if I continued using the muscles in my arms that way, that I will permanently damage them and have unbearable shooting pains for the rest of my life. I told Frank what the doctor said, and Frank said I was just exaggerating because I was lazy, and I didn't care about how his back felt. One day, shortly after that, after a long time rubbing his back, my own was sore, and so I said, your turn. And I want half an hour massage because I always give you half an hour. What is fair is fair. And Frank said to me that he thought I gave him back rubs because I love him, not because I expected something in return. And I explained that I love him, but I also wanted something since I always give so much. And Frank said to me that I was being selfish and I needed to start trying to be a truly selfless person. And so I tried to be selfless for a while, but the shooting pains in my arms, which he also refused to massage, were so unbearable that finally I figured it would just be easier to kill Frank than continue trying to be selfless. And I know I should have just left or something, but the apartment was so nice, and why should I be the one to give it up? I'm the one who found it in the first place. And yeah, I guess there were other ways to handle things, but I couldn't think of any at the time. Killing him was the best I could come up with. The real problem with me and Frank, I think, was my inability to be assertive, to assert myself. Had I just asserted my right to back rubs to my arms and to my apartment, which I found, then maybe Frank would have respected my needs and I wouldn't have felt like killing him was the only option available to me. I think I fluctuate between being too passive and too aggressive when what I really need is to find some middle ground between the two.